Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to the party. Tonight we're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons, specifically 3.5 edition, because we're old and don't like change, and learning new things is hard. Mainly that one, change is a perfectly acceptable and thing that should happen in life, but I don't want to learn new things yet. It's on my list, which is, big. Anyhow, I am your dungeon master this evening. My name is Bardic Knock. It should say it right under my face, which should be on your screen doing things. You can find me on Twitter at the Bardic Knock, my Patreon, which exists for some reason, and also a YouTube channel, and my Twitch, which is they're all the Bardic Knock. Just I'm that. It's pretty easy. And well, that was really quick. So I will let players introduce themselves, and then after that I'll explain why people are not here. And I'll give a, the spiel of things to do with channel, and brief recap, and then we'll start beating up Satanfish. So, I'll throw it over to Archer, who was not here last week, and because of that we had major technical issues. That's your fault, Archer.
It is.
It's really your fault for not having a decent computer.
Hey, he's British. There's nothing you can do about that.
No.
Alrighty, my name is Archer. I'm playing Keldor the Null Knight. And yeah, typically I'm the one who actually runs the stream. So when I'm not here, things break.
Everything goes to... Yes, and let's just go around anti-clockwise. That's what it goes. So, what would be?
No,
we
he's
call it
British.
anti-clockwise over here. Counterclockwise just sounds silly.
And anti-clockwise doesn't?
It makes more sense.
Does it?
Well, anti is the reverse,
Exactly.
So is counter.
So theirs takes less time to say.
Exactly. We're just efficient with
Same
it.
amount of syllables.
Nah, you're just being a dick.
Okay, I'll do it.
Ours sounds fancier because is anti-Latin or Greek descent? I don't know.
Everything's from Latin descent.
Anyhow, Cody, say words about yourself.
Okay, I'm Cody. I play Kid the Dark Horse, who is kind of a fighter and mostly a wizard. At the moment, I have pissed this thing off royally in an effort to hopefully make Angus McFife, the Prince of the Land, come and once again hit me with his magical hammer. But yeah, basically, we should be having a fish fillet today.
Should.
Fish fillet.
Let's keep that in inverted commas for the should. Next up would be Blake. Blake, would you like to introduce yourself quickly, please?
Yeah, I'm Blake. I play the Wild Elf Druid Spellthief Zendrix, and tonight I plan on getting in a strong arm contest with Ken to see who can piss this fish off the most.
Okay, I love the idea of... okay, yes, obviously it's an aboleth, it's an intelligent creature, like, it just so happens... It just sounds funny when we keep saying, we're gonna beat up a fish.
Mm-hmm.
I love D&D. And finally, that brings us around to Don't Blink. Don't Blink, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, don't blink. I play Vanko, the mysterious sorcerer, and I've been actually out for the past couple of weeks for work, but now I'm here. It's going to be interesting to see what happened.
It shall be. Obviously, before I give a quick recap, we were aware that Rebecca couldn't be here. I think she told us why she couldn't be here, but my memory is atrocious.
Honeymoon!
Oh, that's it. So she's off doing that. Yay!
It's the second time we've had a player absent because of that.
This is true.
Look at you guys all getting married.
Mm.
I can't afford that shit. But no, we're very happy for that. And TJ, I'm assuming it's still settling because he's just moved, and that's stressful and hard and all of that good stuff. But fingers crossed, he will be back with us next time. So, before recap, hey, do you like Welcome to the Party? Do you like D&D and D&D and other tabletop role-playing game related things?
Well, golly,
do
Matt,
them.
yes.
I'm so glad you had to say, oh golly. We do them right here. If you want to know when stuff is happening, you can, click follow. That's free. Click follow. And you'll get little emails telling you when things go live. It'll be good for you. Do it. You can also subscribe here on Twitch. We have 3 tiers of subscription. Tier 1 will get you access to a WTTP D20 emote, which you can start throwing around in chats all over Twitch to go, hey, those guys. Sorry, I fundamentally don't understand the appeal in emotes, but if you do, totally do it. Go for it. It's great. I am not bashing on at all. If you're into it and you want to collect them, go for it. I don't know. It's just something I haven't gotten into yet. So if you want to go get them, go get them. Tier 1, get them WTTP D20s. It's great. Tier 2, you can get Michael the Mimic. He's the cool guy. Just throw mimics at people's faces.
Oh, boy. You heard the
My
man.
dad's
You gotta
visiting.
tell him the last one.
If you can't tell.
Hi, Archer's dad. And tier 3, you can get some crits on the rocks, which is just a glass of probably alcohol with dice in it. So if you like that, do it. It's great. You should also consider following Welcome to the Party on YouTube. Good place where you can catch up on basically the entire video library of everything. So in there, there's I don't even know how many D&D games, but there's also the Fate game, which finished. There's the Dungeon World Blood Red Seas game, which is fully up on there. There's the Pokemon Tabletop Adventures game. There's the Shadowrun games. It's all there over on the YouTube channel. So go find that stuff, and that's just Welcome to the Party. There's also a Discord where if you go down, join it. It's great.
Discord.
Yeah, there's people. I'm fairly certain at least some of them are real-life humans. I've never actually touched any of them, so I can't confirm. But they at least are very convincing robots, if not. So, hey, you want to interact with potentially human people? They're there in the Discord. And all the time looking to find new people who want to stream on the channel, who want to be a part of the channel, or you just want to find people to play a game with. You'll find them. It's a great place. Go do it. Discord link down below. I think I did everything. Yes!
Probably.
Victory!
Okay, so before we jump on in, quick recap. For anybody who hasn't been following, our heroes it's a very loose term.
It is.
They, on their various adventures, there's an overarching plot, but that you can learn about that later. The current story arc came across a village. The village was drowned in water. They decided to go and find out what's going on. So they dove in, swam down to the bottom of the lock in the center, found some tunnels, found some fishmen, heard voices in their head saying, "I'm going to devour you." Nearly got killed by some sticks. Swam away, made a giant fire pit, and are getting ready to set that up. Then all the fish people and a really, really big scary fish came up out the water. And the big scary fish has made Angus McFife, the prince of a now destroyed kingdom. He seems to have been mentally manipulated to an extent where he has now turned on the party. I mean, he hasn't actually started hitting anybody yet, but he did actually turn around and said, "I'm going to kill you." So, yeah. With all of that, we can jump right back on in to the combat. And I remember we spoke briefly to TJ at the end of last week, and he said, like, he told us what he wanted Flake to be doing, and it was pretty much he wants to wait, set the fire thing off, and then rush in and get like sneak attacks in, didn't he?
I think so.
So, are we just going to have him continually delay until people get into the fire pit area?
Sure.
I think that's probably safest.
Mm-hmm.
So we can just skip Flick's round for now and move on to Primrose. Cody, you're taking control of Primrose, aren't you?
I suppose I am. Where's Primrose? Let me find
Up
fast.
there in the
There
fire
they
pit.
Okay. In true Primrose fashion, as we know from the last time, Primrose put their brave face on and charged directly into combat, going ever so slightly before their beloved Eliza, our cleric. And I cannot control Primrose's character, but I will say what I want them to do.
Oh, gosh, you could.
Not at the moment. Knowing that they cannot survive that well on their own, they're going to make their way towards Dodoterra and Unst.
Okay, I've just made it so you should be able to move the character now.
Alrighty, and 30 feet, I believe, is their limit, so right about there. And once once they arrive there, they are going to take a look, and then one of Kid's audibles kind of flashes through their mind. And we'll see how this works out. Oh shit, I didn't make a macro for it. Okay. Maybe I did. I did not. Yeah, we aren't within the limit, so I will just go ahead and cast the spell. We are going to use limit on you. I think it's a good distance. Yep, that'll work. Using this on Angus.
Blindness. Just make sure you are making blind and not deaf, right? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a fortitude save, right?
Fortitude for DC 14.
Okay, let's hope he rolls low, because Angus actually has a pretty good fort save, I think.
Yep, it's the first and best idea I had for Primrose.
It's a good thing, so that... Okay, Angus rolled an 11.
Okay.
So, what do you... I mean, I know Primrose isn't your character and whatnot, so you don't want to be picking words for them. But if you could imagine, what do you think Primrose would be doing or saying as they would cast it? Just because I want to hear something stupid and funny said.
Okay. So Primrose, as they weave together the necromantic spell, and then speak it as loud as she can, or they can, Primrose is going to yell, "I'm sorry!"
And with that, the spell is cast, magical ether weaves through, and it strikes down Angus, as all of a sudden you see, well, anybody who can vaguely make him out, you see essentially his eyes kind of, they don't like glaze over or anything like that. It's nothing so extreme, but you can see like a vague outline around his eyes, as if something had been thrown into them. And all of a sudden he very frantically starts looking side to side, and he seems visibly distressed by this. So that was definitely a very good move, because that should help in the long run. Zindrix, what would you like to be doing?
I'm going to step forward to the edge of the water, and she's going to dip her fingers down in the water as she says a few words in Druidic. She's going to cast Pressures. It's a fortitude save. I think it's DC 16. About
Okay.
on the
Could you explain what this spell does?
it causes the water to crush under pressure, like being in an ocean, like deep in the ocean.
Oh, yikes. So, anybody who is inside of it, they're going to. Does it specify what kind of damage it is? Just for my own curiosity more than anything?
It just says 46, so I'd assume like crushing, something like that.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it's a 20-foot sphere under the surface of the water, and it's going to be centered on this dude.
Yeah, that's cool. It doesn't. I was just curious, like if it did specify, it doesn't really make any difference. None of these have got damage reduction,
But 17 fortitude save for half.
and that's everything in this body of water. Yes.
No, just 20-foot radius centered on this guy.
Well, if you do it right here, you can hit both of them.
Oh, one of them's the weird
Yeah,
very certain illusion.
Yeah, one of them, whenever Angus McGee it went through it, so I'm under the assumption that it's a image.
You missed that one, Archer. Angus attacked the wrong one.
Ah.
Rolled a really high hit to actually do it. Hammer went right through it. And then every one of the spellcasters and all of their clones all clapped their head in shame. Which was about 15, no, actually more like 16 different
Oh yeah, because pretty much all the spellcasters have mirror imaged themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of amusing, really.
So many mirror images.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, Hannah. Blake, if I just throw you out a spell token, would you like to show me where you want to center this spell?
Sure. Just put me in control.
Yep. Can I please?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's what I was just looking at. So if I just say Blake can control it, it's 20-foot radius, did you say?
Yes.
So I'll make its aura visible. There you go. And that's a 20-foot radius aura. So just move that around and decide where you want it.
Ooh,
Right there.
that's perfect.
Okay, so I need to make 3 fortitude saves. So they've got that.
Yep, DC 17 for half.
And the big guy has got. Where's your flipping save? There. Okay. So, I will do the 2 sea cats first. That is a 16 and a 23 for the sea cats. And for Satanfish, 13.
Okay,
No, 14. So he fails, but the sea cats both succeed. Yes?
I mean, anything over 17.
Oh, 17.
Yeah,
So
17.
1 sea cat succeeds.
And then the one that succeeds takes half of that.
Yeah. So
15 for the big fish and one of the cats, 7 for the other cat.
yeah. So I'll mark those down. And then that much for you. Done.
I'm just going to move this token out of the way because I have more castings of that, so you don't have to keep putting it back up.
Okay, cool. I'll just drop onto. Yeah,
I've
I've just dropped it onto the GM layer, I think.
Nope, it got moved over to here.
No,
That's
never
all right.
mind.
It's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. I should probably start giving you all spell tokens in general, or just have like one which you guys can pull out and use yourself instead of always having to do it. But that's something to think about another time. Okay, so it's the slew of NPCs. So I'll go back and do the casters first. So Eliza, is there any other spells Eliza needs to be casting on herself?
Yeah, I remembered I was in control of her. I think that she's done casting the spells on herself. She is currently in the process of getting as close as she can to the wall. Following after Primrose. I believe she's currently underneath one of the Bardic clones.
Yeah, I was just trying to find where the heck she is. There she is.
I think that's about as far as she can. Actually, right there is about as far as she can get.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no,
Unless
she's
she wants to double move.
Yeah, double moving. Then she'll be about right there.
Okay.
And then these two guys right here are still alive, right?
Yes, they are. But if you like, Unst is still on the floor. He's not climbed up the wall yet, so he can, or you can leave them to Bardic and Gen3.
Not sure that's the best idea.
Because Notad is up there. He's just taking pot shots at these people who are now entangled. So you can leave those two big guys to Bardic and Gen3. I think that's a genius idea, personally.
Archer, I'm going to leave Unst in your control.
Yep. That works for me. Because I have his sheet and everything.
Yeah, and it says you can actually control his tokens, so that's good. Okay. So, where's my list of spells for Bardic? I know they're probably... I think I put them on his sheet in there, but it's just quicker for me to look on my phone. There you are. What
We
are your
also can
spells?
see his seat.
Ba-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Ba-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Okay. What Bardic or Mateus is going to do? He is going to start things off by what are the descriptions of this though? Yeah. He's going to kind of wave his hands in front of his face, looking as if he's about to cast magic. And he's going to clench his fists, and he's going to go, "Gotta run fast! Gotta run fast!" And
Expeditious retreat, got it.
yeah, and then with that, it almost seems as if like he starts to vibrate a little bit, like he's just faster. And so with that, what he does, yes, easy. Him and his army of mirrors rush over. They can't actually make an attack, but what they do is they rush over and they kind of stand and block Big Fish number 1 from moving forward. It's like, ha ha ha! You must deal with me! Ha ha! Because that's what he sounds like for some reason.
Yes.
And Gen 3. What would be like into Gen 3? What should he do?
I knew his spells. I could maybe say something, but I don't.
Yeah, unfortunately for Gen 3, most of his spells are very illusion based. Very actually.
Oh, there was the strategy that Kid and him worked out.
What was the plan for that?
Where he'd prepare one cast of Mage Hand for something that Kid would be wanting to do.
Yeah. So, in order to help with that, okay, someone needs to clarify something for me. You know, when you're invisible, casting a spell, you can do non-damaging targeted spells, right? And it doesn't break the invisibility?
Depends on the invisibility.
It's an invisibility spear.
I believe that one doesn't get broken even if spells leave it.
Okay. Because I was just looking, and Gen 3 has the spell Daze Monster. So I thought it'd be good to slow down one of these big fish boys, and so he can slowly keep moving towards Kid to help out with whatever he might be needed for on the wall.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever you interpret as the definition of an attack. That's all it says.
I think you can do targeted stuff. I think it's like you couldn't go, okay, I cast Magic Missile or Scorching Ray, because that's like a direct, you see where that comes from, so it would kind of break the invisibility anyhow. Daze Monster, it's an enchantment. It's woo!
Yeah, I wouldn't count that as an attack.
So, let me just double check. It's no, not touch of idiocy. That's another spell he might use later.
That's a good one.
It is, but he needs to get close to people to use it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what? Do. It is will save. Yes. So, will save, and it needs to be 10 plus 2 plus 3, 15. So, the big dumb stupid fish guy needs to beat a 15 will save. Can he do it? With a 3? No, he fucking can't. So this big fish guy is dazed, so we'll just, I don't know, snail. Snail means dazed now. Deal with it.
Okay.
And then Genfrey is going to shuffle along 30 feet closer. He's getting there. You can't see him. You can't see him getting there, but he's getting there. Notad was his 2 people who had been hit with acid arrow, they're going to take their damage. So I need to roll 2 sets of 2d4s. Although, did one of them die already? I don't remember.
I think one of them got vacoed.
Yes, they did. So it's only one of them. There's another d4. So if I look, it's usually quite easy to tell. I'm assuming it's the one who's very, very low on hit points who has been acid arrowed so far.
More than likely.
Yeah. So he's going to take 2d4 acid damage. Damn it.
Did you misplace your d4s again, Matt?
No, it's just this creature had 4 hit points and only took 3 damage.
Oh,
It's just like, God. And so,
little beast.
what do we think Notad will do then? Do we think he'll... Because I quite like him doing this damage over time stuff. It's quite effective, because it's chipping away at people, slowing them down.
I don't know what his spells are. That's the problem.
Now, let me have a look at his spells. That would be a good thing. Where are you? Notad.
I know he has like ice variants of certain spells.
He's got the meta magic feat to alter things to ice versions, basically. He can, like... So, his spells are... hang on, let me just use one of them. Okay, so cantrips are pretty simple. Detect magic, dancing lights, ray of frost, touch of fatigue, mage hand, arcane mark. His level 1s are shield, mage armor, but he's already used a mage armor, burning hands, and shocking grasp. And his level 2 are acid arrow and scorching ray. It just depends. Is he going to keep doing damage over time, or is he just going to join Varco and going pew pew pew?
What's the French thing to do?
Run away.
All right.
Rude.
And damage over time.
That's my inner Britishness coming out. It's cool. We're cool friends, right? I
It's
like you,
cool.
Brad.
No, you're the one who's got the French nearby.
You don't have to deal with them.
Yep.
Okay, so he's gonna keep acid arrowing. I mean, if he wanted to, they could become cold arrows, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So, I'm just trying to remember how acid arrow works. I had this down. Is it a touch attack and then they get a save?
It is a touch attack, yes.
They don't get a save at all.
Nope, doesn't even get spell resistance. Basically deals 2d4 points of acid damage.
Yeah, it's for they take it every 3 character levels. Yeah, so that's how that works. That's why I'm struggling to remember. It's like, oh, well, how does it decide how many turns I get hit for? That's it. So, touch attack on You know what, I'll do it on the big guy who's entangled, just because there's not much he can do.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
yep, that's a hit.
Yep.
And 5 damage on him. -5. And I'll mark him with a little thing, say how many more rounds he's got of taking that. So he's got another 2 rounds of taking that. And yes, he's got 1 more round of taking acid damage, so I remember. Okay, that's spellcaster's done. So then it's Duratara. Is there anyone even nearby her to bother fighting?
This guy's probably the
Yeah, but that'd involve jumping down off of the wall. I
She could
think.
jump into the water.
Yeah, I think she's gonna start making her way. So, yeah, she's gonna jump into the water, roll swim check. Yep, that's good enough to succeed. And she's gonna move. She can move half her movement speed, can't she, while swimming? So, double move to move 30 feet. So there. Okay.
I'll have Oon move on my turn.
Yeah, that's. Unz has basically got a. He'll just go whenever. If you want him to move with you to make life easier, that's good. Oh, the most important one. Nearly forgot. Angus.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
He has finally stopped looking around and being scared and confused. Well, he's not scared. Like, he's. I don't think you can be scared while you're busy being dominated.
Nope.
That's a sentence I didn't think I'd be saying today. Zangus.
That's a little sad.
Zangus kind of looks up and well, he gestures his head. He doesn't look because he can't see anything. And once again, just like before, when he speaks, you hear it in his voice, but there's this strange undertone, almost as if a secondary voice is speaking through him. Obviously, I'm one person. I don't have a bunch of special effects to make it sound like there's a second voice coming out underneath it, so you'll just have to imagine it. As Angus kind of goes, "Your wee little magic tricks ain't gonna stop me. I will destroy you." And with that, he continues his flight. And he is going to basically just charge straight forward for the maximum he can whilst flying, which would be 120 feet. And if anything gets in his way, he's going to bull rush.
Okay.
Which,
is he actually making a real charge, considering that he can't see where he's going?
He knows he's going to try and go straight forward.
Okay.
Like, and that's it. Like, I'm flying straight forward. I'm going to roll a percentile for if he gets lost, because you know he can't visually command it. So, what do we think would be a fair percentile for that?
Technically, this way the spell works, it doesn't allow him to use a run.
No, but
Can only
yeah,
move
he wouldn't be
60
able to run, but
feet.
flying's weird.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? Ignore what I said then. Oh no, that's fine. If I'm breaking the rules, call me out on it.
Yeah, he can still only move 60.
You never think of something that flies while also being blind.
That's a terrifying concept. So, okay, in that case, he's just going to float forward 60 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. There. So he just gently, well, it's not gently. It's not like he goes, he kind of tilts himself forward in the air. and starts to fly forward. He's still brandishing the hammer
Totally looks
in
like
one
Thor.
hand. He does kind of look like Thor, except with a shorter haircut.
And
Although
and two
that's
malfunctioning
Newer
eyes.
Thor has a short haircut.
I was just going to say that's Ragnarok. So yeah, Angus McFife is Thor. All he needs to do is learn how to use lightning spells.
Ooh, there is that one class.
There are classes for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, moving on to the fishies. Okay, fishies that are entangled. So that's big guy, two littlies. They're gonna use 4-round actions to try and break out. So,
Big Fishy's turn is last.
oh yeah, big fishy is separate. Thank you for reminding me of that. So it's just two little entangled fishies. Who rolled a 4 and a 5? They ain't moving shit. So the one, yeah, shit. There's only one fish who can fucking move. But he can only move at half speed, which I think is only 10 foot. Because I think we only have an overland of 20. So yeah, he literally moves himself to there. Actually, you know what? Forget that. He doesn't do that because that wouldn't be a good choice. What he does, he kind of realizes he's basically dead. Is going, I don't know what to do. So he drops his little spear, whips out his, essentially like his harpoon gun type thing, and aims it at the person closest to him, right in front of him, which would happen to be Varko up in the sky.
Ooh, fun.
He fires a shot. Okay, so that's a 15 on the die. Add in all of his other things. That's a 19. Does that hit?
That definitely hits.
Okay. And damage. 1 damage.
Ouch.
You
Wonderful.
slightly injured me.
Just glances off at your shoulder.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm not gonna, because there was a rope attached to this. He could have pulled you in, but for 1 damage, that's not actually hitting you. That's scraping you. So no, he can't even try and pull you back down to earth while you're flying. So that's that plan ruined.
Yeah.
And then we go to Keldor
Needs
/
to be our
Ooge.
team name, the Plan Ruiners.
Okay, so all these buildings that are there, how far are they underwater?
We've stood atop them before.
Yeah, you
Some
can
of
stand on
them.
top of them quite easily.
So all of these I could stand on top of.
Yes, your movement speed would be limited, however, because although for you probably not so much, because you're about what, 7 foot
7.5
tall?
feet.
Yeah, it's about 2 to 3 feet of water. For most people, that's about waist height, so that would slow them down. For you, I'm going to say instead of being half speed, it reduces you to 2/3 speed.
Alrighty. In that case, I'm going to go down here and then leap across.
Okay.
Do.
Let's not be like Baco. Not be like Baco. Okay.
Okay, fine. Jump check of 29. You just leap and bound over it. You go doo doo doo.
Now this nearest catfish, is it like near the surface of the water, or is it like?
The catfish, they have been at the surface. They've kind of been just circling around, waiting for things to get close to them.
Alrighty, if it's at the surface.
Like Duratera. Oh.
Do-do-do.
Yes, there is enough there that, because there's enough of their body protruding out the top of the water, similar to a shark fin, that you could throw and hit them.
Didn't roll the fire damage again. we go. 15 for a total of 20 damage.
Okay. As you throw your fire dart, it flies towards the catfish, and it seems to just bounce off of their thick hide. Well, its thick hide. It just kind of goes. These things are. Well, you've been fighting them before. They are quite hard to pierce. And that wasn't a fantastic roll for you, was it? I mean, that was. Yeah, you rolled a 7.
Yeah. It's also
that...
a ranged attack, so I can't even my strength modifier for the attack.
Yeah. Is there anything else you're doing?
Nope, that's all. Well, actually, no, that'll be it. And then I'll have Unst run up behind the Daze guy and whack him in the back.
Do it.
Oh, we have fish fry.
Since he's flanked, since he's dazed, it's technically a flanking. Correct.
Yeah, like this guy's flat-footed. Like his AC is reduced.
But ooh, not minus 55.
Making use of power attack for runes. 21 damage.
Does he get
that is
extra damages when he's raging, or does that just go into strength?
No
barbarians.
When you rage, since it goes into strength, you do get a plus, but it's only like a +2 to damage.
It's not like in 5e where you just add damage on top of it. Okay.
Yeah. Unst hasn't raged yet.
Okay.
Because the pluses are from the potions. He's been saving his rage.
I'm coming, big man. I forgot about meat sprinkles, so he's gonna move now.
Oh yeah, totally. Meat sprinkles, go. Sneak attack. Meat sprinkles was delaying an action. So 26 for 6 + 7, another 13 damage. Sheesh. You know what? Another person who forgot to move. Sif. Zindrix, do you want Sif to come and help kill this fish man? Because he's very close to being dead.
Yes, he will charge.
Everyone was delaying an action.
See if Sif can actually hit something.
Come on, Sif. You can do it.
You can do it. You probably have a feat that none of us have. That makes you better at this.
Well, Sif has 4 feet.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pulls a feet. Oh, fucking hell.
Nice.
Nice.
And he tripped on all 4 of them.
This dog.
I feel bad for Sif. Sif just isn't doing well.
How many fumbles is that now? Like 10?
Every time, I think.
I think what we have established is Sif doesn't like violence. Sif just doesn't want to hurt people. Sif is
Sif doesn't
a
have
good
any
doggo.
Sif is an old dog with no teeth. So he's not actually biting them, he's just gumming them.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the idea that Sif kind of runs up and does like play fighting. You know, like just yips at their feet and then rolls over. Goes.
And then gets kicked across the room.
Every time. One of these days, someone will love you, Sif, and eventually that person will be eventually Zindrix. If you can great.
When you actually start being worth something.
Yeah.
Wow, that's harsh. Okay, so the Satan fish, they appear to line up next to each other, and then they both appear to turn to face one another. And then, as they do that, they seem to cross each other's path, and then weave backwards and forwards, almost as if they mix. Basically, what they're doing is they're trying to confuse you. They're trying to go, which one is real? So, yeah, they move in, they occupy the same space, and then they split again.
Kid's been doing that this whole time, so it's not. We're fairly familiar with the tactic.
Yeah.
Oh, us know which one is which.
Nope. We just know that that's what they're doing.
Yeah, you go, damn, we'd figured it out, but now we don't know. Pooh.
Mhm.
And then catfishes.
Come here, fishy. I'm in the water.
Yes, you are. So, check, and that might be doable. I just need to. I think their swim speed is 50, so they might both be able to charge. Let me just double check. Not winter. S is after P. Sea cat. Speed. Space and reach. Where's your speed? $40. Damn, it's the Kuatoas who've got 50. So, is it within? Oh, it can still get you. And these two are going after Duratara. I'll.
And you said they're charging?
Yes.
They both get stopped.
Oh,
I
it does
mean,
work.
they do have a 10-foot reach, remember?
Oh yeah, so it doesn't quite work for them.
Well, they've got a 5-foot reach. Dang.
Yes,
Okay.
it works.
Nice.
They fail.
So yes, they would both fail in their charge at you because you exert your pressure. So fails. Duratara, however,
He- Not in
Not
such
so
a good
lucky.
spot.
No problem. She's not great.
sorry,
So this works out.
just to point out, the only reason, because I don't know why, the other day I had this great image in my mind, and the only reason I've made Duratara jump into the water is because I want to see if I can make it happen, because it would make me so happy.
Okay.
And I'll reveal what that is.
She's gonna grapple one of them, isn't she?
She's going to do something. Okay, so they have charged. So where's their blinking attack stuff? These guys attack a lot. Okay, so I need to roll 4 with a +9 and 2 with a +4.
With the charge, are they able to attack with more than one thing?
I think charging allows you to make a 4-round attack, doesn't it?
I think Pounce does that, not just charging in and of itself.
That's it. It's because they're cats. I'm assuming they can pounce, but no, they can't. So they're just clawing. Okay, so that's a 19 and a 15. I think the second might have missed. Yes, but the first hits. So Duratara. Wait, +2 for charging. So actually, shit. No, both hit. Fuck. So Duratara is going to take 2d6 + 8. Thankfully, can't be rendered because both claws need to hit and they can only attack with one. So 4d6 + 8 damage for Duratara.
Oh, wait, Matt. They're
Yeah.
slashing, right?
They're claws, so I assume so, yes.
Okay, underwater fighting. Aquatic creatures are still subject to them.
So that would only be half damage then, wouldn't it?
It's a -2 to the attack roll. Basically cancels out the charge.
Ah, okay, wonderful. So she's only taking 2d6 + 4. Wonderful. Thank you for pointing that out to me. I mean, so far we've not really had to worry about that because the sea cats haven't been proper underwater. They've been like rearing up and fighting, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 8 on the die +4, 12 damage for Duratara. And that's -12. Done. Okay, that's them. Big fishies. Well, he's dazed and can't do anything. This one is gonna take a swing at one of the Bardics. Okay, so that's that. How many are there? So 2, 4, 6, 7. I can count.
7
2, 4,
total.
6, yeah.
He can reach 3 of them.
Yeah. So, um,
There's a 1 out of 3 chance that he'll pick right.
yeah. So rolling a d3. Okay. Number 2, which is the middle.
Mhm.
Fuck. Damn it, Bardic.
Oh man.
Okay, so that's a hit, a pretty powerful hit. So where is that? There. Oh, that's good. 9 plus strength. Okay, that's not so bad. Kind of. As right away, Bardic is kind of stood there, going, "Ha! You can't hit me! There's not. Ow!" As he essentially just gets slapped in the face by a giant fish palm.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah, it's very disheartening. Bardic is there, moving his hands around, going, "Ha ha! Ow!" So
I'll never pick the real one.
9, and then strength is also taken into account, which takes it to I just had the worst brain fart and I forgot how to maths. That. Alrighty, done. And then we get to Varko.
So
You're
was it?
flying.
Yeah. What was it? Angus that shot at me?
No, that
No.
was a fish.
This little fish here, who looks, he still looks as if the acid arrow he's been hit with is dealing damage to him, and he also looks like he is not feeling very well at all. In fact, he looks like he's on his last legs.
What happened to these big fishies up here?
Acid arrows. Also entangled. Don't let him.
Hang on, I forgot about this big fishy. He can
Yeah,
still move.
Yeah, there's a back one.
Yeah, he can move, but not very far, because, so at half speed he can only move 20 feet. That's all he can do. He's kind of stuck there. The other one is entangled, who needs to roll a 3, doesn't break out.
I'm gonna shoot at this closest big fish.
Okay, go for it. That's the one that is entangled.
I think it's just the first ray.
Yep.
Touch AC if you're 12.
12 would definitely hit it for 14 damage.
And I will fly a little bit higher up in the air.
Yeah. How high up would you like to be?
So I guess I'm like, what, maybe 20 feet?
I think that's what we stated. It was either 20 or 30.
I want to be 30 feet up in the air.
Okay, so I'll just mark that with a little blue for sky and a 6 for 30 feet. So it's 6 by 5. That's how high you are. Okay. Is that everything?
I'm looking around. Everyone seems to be okay, right?
Yeah, everyone's doing fine. You can see that Angus is slowly flying over and he's about to start wailing on your friends.
I shouldn't have given him flight.
Hey, we didn't know this was going to happen. We didn't know he would pick the wrong thing.
Can you cancel flight, or is it just it works?
You have
It works
to just
for the hour that he has it.
Okay.
It's all right, though. We have a plan. As it actually happens, Eliza, Primrose, and I made a plan about this.
Oh my god, you know what I totally just realized? Gen 3 has Dispel Magic.
Oh, shit. That's not even the plan, but oh my god, that might be a better one.
Okay, I've now decided what Gen 3's long-term plan is. Get close enough to dispel Angus's flight.
Might not be a bad plan.
Or would it? Well, I suppose
would
it could
not
either
break-
work on the domination or the magic. Either way.
It would not work on a break enchantment.
No, it wouldn't. You need special thing, don't you? Either way, Varka, that is everything you wanted to do, right?
That is.
So, move on to Kid.
All
You
right.
see- An angry Angus. vaguely
Yep.
flying towards you.
Okay, Real Kid's gonna take a step forward to about right here, and all of the clones are gonna swap places, just in kind of a big square around him. And Kid is going to very, very quickly pull out a small target from his pocket, and concentrating on that, he is going to go ahead and cast True Strike.
Alrighty.
All the while screaming at Angus, "I'm over here! Come on, come get me!" Just basically a constant stream of noise for Angus to follow.
Okay, yeah. He turns the attention, like, obviously he can't see, so like he kind of adjusts slightly, like he is trying to follow the noise of you.
Mm-hmm.
So he does
Goddamn
adjust
kid's
and
obnoxious.
so yes, Angus is definitely like planning to get towards you.
Okay, we're back at the top of the order.
Yes, we are. Poor Flick. His big fire pit plan just...
We just
Hey,
ran
wasn't
ahead
I-
of it and started killing everything.
Yeah, so I'm
In our
wondering
turn.
at what point would he go, screw this noise?
I think
And-
about at this point, he's just like, screw it, I'm gonna go stab the big guys at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you know what? He's gonna make use of his flight, and I'm just gonna say he's gonna fly over and he's gonna join up with Barco, because there was vague talk about some three-headed dragon or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna go and meet up with Barco and be like, "Hey, buddy, who are we killing?"
I point at the big guy, the big fish.
And with that, Flick will kind of stretch his hands out, roll his neck, and be like, "Got it." So he'll get on that next turn. Primrose. So Cody, what do you think Primrose is going to be planning?
Well, that depends entirely upon what the range of this spell I'm looking at is. That'll work. Okay. So Prim has to do something that's really, really awkward for them first. They're gonna have to climb a wall.
Thankfully, this is a very easy wall to climb.
Let's hope so. Let's not count our chickens before they burst into flames, though. Let's see. Oh God,
it is a
Primrose,
wall,
why?
though. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is a wall.
Walls
Unfortunately,
are
no.
our greatest
Primrose.
enemy.
Unless they can like step on top of the big one and attempt to jump up there.
I would also allow that as a
Okay.
secondary option, but
All right, I'll see if the
yeah,
Sorry,
that'll
man.
be using like your second move action to do that instead.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if their jump check is any better. I don't think it is, but it's just another roll. Oh, Primrose.
Oh! Snap!
That's a little better. That's a
Yeah.
little better.
Okay, so to describe the flavor of this, when Primrose extends the hand out to try and grab hold of the wall, the dry stone they grab hold of, it just breaks off and crumbles, and they kind of just sit there and go, Then,
Monk in training.
yeah, kind of grabs the corpse of a big guy and slumps it against the wall. Takes a deep breath, a 5-foot step back, then runs, steps on the big guy, essentially using his slightly bloated stomach as a miniature trampoline to propel themselves up, grab the top wall and clamber up on top of it, and then kind of dust their hands off and be like, "This was not so fun."
Not so fun. Not at all.
But yes, they are up. They are on the wall. Zindrix.
Same plan as last time. Except I want to see him between two big fish.
Playing it safe. I don't know. I'll just hit both of them.
Yeah, pretty much. DC 17 Fortitude.
Okay.
And they succeed, half damage.
Ugh. Nope. Rolled a 10.
14 damage.
Another 14.
Do we see a difference between the two, or do they both look like they're getting crushed?
They seem to react to the same. Like that's kind of a point. Like it is a projected image, so it imitates what the other is doing.
Heck.
They both kind of go like, they just feel like the pressure is collapsing around them. It's not super pleasant. Is Sif gonna have another go at trying to kill this stupid fish guy?
Yes.
Kill the big fishy. Come on, Sif. Stop being pathetic.
I'm believing you this time. Crit.
You can do it.
There we go.
There he goes.
And yes, that is just enough to bring the big fish down. He did. Okay, NPC time.
Matt, what religion does Eliza worship again?
Eliza
Is the
followed
triad.
the triad.
The entire triad?
Specifically, Icarus, the scholar.
Okay. Icarus, send me what is necessary. She says as she casts the spell and ignore what it says that she's summoning. She's going to summon a grand total of 3 porpoises into the water.
Oh, I totally I totally forgot to find some tokens to these beforehand. So I'm just going to search for dolphins. They're totally different, you guys. So,
Porpoises have blind sense, a pretty fucking awesome slam attack, and they are chaotic good.
yeah. Are these the celestial ones? So don't they also
are
have a
celestial
smite
porpoises.
attack?
They do, smite evil.
What size are they? Large?
Medium.
Okay, wonderful. So I'll just put 1. I'll control C. Obviously, these don't appear until next round, do they?
No, they appear immediately, and then they attack immediately.
They get their turns at the same time as she does.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Isn't there one summon where it takes like a full round to activate, or am I...
This is a full
100%.
round. She can't move this
Yeah.
round, but she's close enough to do it.
Correct.
That's what she's been doing this
That's
whole
it.
time.
I always get my memory on these things wrong. So, you know what? Because I'm assuming... I vaguely know what your plan is. You want everyone to fucking ride the porpoises and go and beat up the fish, don't you?
Yes.
So I'm going to put the porpoises in control of everybody. So there are 3 porpoises there. Do they have names?
Heinrich, Twiddle, and Blubberman.
The oh so great and powerful celestial being Blubberman. Perfect.
Amazing superhero name.
You have control over where they actually appear, don't you? So where would you like these 3 porpoises to appear?
They can only appear within the range that has been given, so they're like right next to the wall.
Ah, okay, that's cool. There they are. 3 porpoises.
Okay,
People to
cool.
do with as they wish.
I put their names in if you would like to give them their name tokens.
Yeah. People deserve to know which porpoise is which.
They do.
Just because it's fantastic.
Can they fly?
Nope, they're just porpoises.
You could cast fly on one.
Like,
We
holy-
could. A flying porpoise would be ridiculous.
I do have 1 more cast, or 2 more
Oh.
casts of it. Oh, wait, no, Flick is
really?
also flying, so I do
Yeah.
only have 1 more.
Oh.
Heinrich, Twiddle, and I'm gonna go and say it's actually Blubberman instead of Blubberman.
Blubberman.
Sounds slightly better. Blubberman.
Yeah. His father was a blubberer, and his grandfather was a blubberer, His great-grandfather was a blubberer. It's a serious, proud family name, Blubberman.
They made makeup.
Fuck yeah. So, are the porpoises going and attacking, or are they just going to appear and go? Oh crap!
Yes,
What
the
noises do they
porpoises
make?
are all going to defend. They're going to defend Duratera for the moment.
Yeah, or just obviously you can all move them, so feel free to go and put them where you want.
Okay, everyone. Their swim speed is 80 feet.
Jesus Christ!
It's almost
pretty
like they're
fast.
really good at getting through the water.
Almost.
So basically, we can just move them anywhere we damn well please.
Pretty much.
So we're gonna have one who is going to charge at one of them, attempting to get them off of Duratera.
Yeah.
The other one will not be able to charge, but will make their way around.
There is still water on top. Like there's still like 3 foot of water on top of the building. You can swim across it, but you can also stand on it if you choose.
Okay, so Twiddle is going to launch themselves across and basically slide across to impact this one.
Mm-hmm.
And Heinrich is going to do the same. All of them go forward attempting to make a slam attack.
Okay.
I'll let you roll this, Matt. They're on hit. It's just a +1 to on hit. So actually, no, +4. +4. It's a slam. 2d4 damage.
Okay, so hang on. I'll just roll them one at a time. So it's +4 to hit, right?
Yes, +4.
Okay, so first one is a 16. Second one.
With the charge, so +2.
Oh, so it goes to 18. Next one is 15. And then a plus 18. Okay, so 2 hit, 1 miss. So
Okay.
how much is it? 2d4
2d4.
plus.
Plus. Nope, they don't have a good enough strength for that.
Okay, so it's just 2d4. Okay,
2d4.
so 5 and 7. Damn, fishies. So 5 damage to you. 5 and 7 damage to you. 7. There we go. Okay, other NPCs. What Bardic is going to do, because it's a genius flipping idea, is essentially he's going to make his mirror images surround this fish. And you know, I think I put his stuff into a sheet, so I'll just use that.
He's going to position one of them in the back.
Yeah,
to look
like
him.
because yeah, that's like a tactic. Like, oh, you think it's gonna, you don't know which one it is. You'd think it might be the guy in the back. Ugh. And he draws out a rapier, and he looks this big fish in the eye, and he goes, "I'm not dying today, you fish."
Carp!
God!
You piece of carp, I will kill you.
That. That.
You bottom feeder.
Yeah, that is. I think that's a hit. Yes, it is. As all of these rapiers just pierce forward and stab into this guy, and the fish like, it's confused. It didn't hurt him loads, but you know, Bardic is showing he's capable. He's going, I'm doing it. Gen 3 is just going to keep slowly moving forward, creeping, whilst invisible. No one can see him. He's just going to move a full 60 feet, which I think would get him to the wall. Ugh, not quite. So close, Gen 3. So close. I'm getting there. Okay. No tads, acid arrow people. First one, yes. Varko, the guy who shot you dies. He just kind of sat there. He's holding his crossbow. And he looks up at you, and you just kind of see like a faint hint of green roll over his body as he just collapses. And then Big Fishy takes that much damage. And that gets reduced. That. What else is Notad gonna do? You know what? What's the range on Scorching Ray? I think it's close, isn't it? Or is it medium?
40 feet by the looks of Baco.
The one that he...
It is close, yes.
Yeah, so Notad might have to move. Like, yeah. Actually, you know what? What Notad is gonna do? He's gonna stand there. He's gonna press his fingers together and a little triangle of contemplation as he appears to be thinking to himself, and he goes, ugh. And then he waves his hands around and kind of mumbles something in Draconic. He's being very cautious and quiet about it. Then, a rather large pair of thick, leathery wings seem to burst out of Notad's back. And, like, big, lizard-like wings.
Dragon wings, maybe?
Maybe. Something
Very
like that.
clearly bat wings.
Yeah, yeah, probably closer to bat wings. As he just casually, like, not even rushing, just flies over. Like, he doesn't fly up, he just flies over like that with these giant, like, I cannot quite emphasize how big these wings are that burst out of his back.
They basically are, the base of them is almost as big as him, basically.
Yeah.
Casting a spell on the mountains,
Yeah.
covering wizards in glory.
And he just kind of floats, like, to put it into perspective, like, the wingspan of these, like, if they were to spread out, if he was to stand there and, like, go whoomph and spread them out from tip to tip, probably a good, 20 to 30 feet.
Wait, from tit to tit?
Tip to tip.
Oh,
Ugh, bloody
Ah.
diction.
Diction.
Yeah. You're actually drawing them in.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
And he just kind of floats over and catches up behind Varko and goes, "You made flying look like it was so much fun. I just had to simply join in."
Baco just kind of nods his head. I see.
Um,
I like your wings.
Thank you. Perhaps one day you too shall get some kind of wings. They are very impressive things to possess. I mean, yes, it is actually now ruined my clothing. He gestures to his rather large back of his robe. So there is a reason I do not let them out so often. But I figured I should. This is a serious battle. It would only be fair.
Makes sense to me.
So Meat Sprinkles' move to engage one of the other fish. His bloodlust has begun.
Yep, going for the other biggie.
Yes.
Shite. So that's 16 damage.
Perfect roll.
Boosh. Meat Sprinkle just stabbing this big fish in the ankles.
Just sitting
Hear
there.
the
just
dog
like,
pony!
Hit me, will you? I tasted you. You taste delicious.
Now, aside from Dorotara, I think that is every.
Angus.
Oh yes, Angus. Thank you. It's because I've in my mind he's the bad guy now, so I've. But no, he is also sharing this initiative. So, Dorotara. Let's make swim check. More than good enough.
Get out of the water.
Get onto the back of one of the porpoises.
That ought to.
Drive-by punches. Slaps at large.
Actually,
Like
yeah.
smashing
You know what?
mailboxes.
What Durotara is going to do, she's going to swim over and attempt to mount the porpoise. She can get on top of it. She'll have to make a ride check if a porpoise tries to move. But she can, like, pull herself up on top. That's justifiable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just shrink Durotara down to her actual size.
The magical porpoises from the heavens.
Yeah. So Durotara's going to get on there. And then, yeah, you know what, screw it. She can do flurry of blows on this thing.
The unbeatable combination of Durotera and Blubberman.
So flurry of blows. So +6/+6. So that is a 19 and another 19. So they both hit. It's going to do 2d6 +2. So no, that was crap. 6 damage. As Durotara stands on the back of this thing. So 6. And you know what? She's going to make use of her improved grapple. Nat 20.
Woo!
So, let me just check the sea cat's grapple.
Wrestled that gator.
Yeah, standing on the back of his porpoise. Well, not standing. She's mounted it. That would make more sense. That would be less silly. So she's mounted this porpoise, and she's essentially she kicks the sea cat and then grabs it. And then what she does is she grabs like some of the mane on this thing, because they do have like a weird fur on their mane, these sea cats. And the sea cat grapples and rolls a 10. Its plus to grappling is not that great, I don't believe. Yep, not as good as a nat 20. And Durotara pulls this mane and essentially creaks the sea cat's head out of the water. And it's kind of like just like flapping around, but it is grappled. So that's that. And then we get to Angus, who is focused on Kid. He believes he has a vague notion of where Kid is, and slowly flies over. He is not 100% certain where he is aiming for. What is the penalty for trying to attack when blind?
Well, it will have to overcome him moving into a threatened area.
Yes, it will. So he moved forwards. You get an attack opportunity on him.
Mm-hmm. And I am nearly done putting that in.
Which, obviously, you've already cast True Strike.
Yeah, so that'd be a 53 to disarm.
Oh.
Come on, nat 20. 19!
Oh, close. That was so close.
No, as he, he's still tilting forward. He looks, he's going full Thor, except the hammer's not in front of him. He's got it draped behind him, as he just speaks and he goes, "I'm coming for you, kid. Where are you going?"
Over here, fucker.
"I'm gonna enjoy devouring you." As
Not
he
without
moves
this, you won't.
and then whoosh, you pull the hammer out of his hand. Are you flinging the hammer away? Are you trying to pull it close to you? Are you what are you doing?
I am basically going to swap it out of his hand because I know that flight doesn't work underwater.
So you're trying to knock the
It's
hammer
going into
into
the
the water.
The hammer's going into the water.
All right, nice. As you slap it down, the hammer is pulled out of his hand. It smashes into the water, and it seems to sink much faster than it should. Almost, it's very Mjolnir, like from Thor. If someone isn't holding it, just boom, straight down to the closest surface, and it just flies down and smashes into the bottom of the drowned village. Okay. I think we're probably going to take our break after we finish this round of combat, so that shouldn't be too long. Okay, fishies. There's only 2 fishies in there, but they're both entangled. They're both still stuck. Totally forgot about this one little fishy over here. There's one measly little spellcaster. I go, oh, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So, to answer his question, what are you doing? He's just going to swim over there.
Okay.
And then, from that position, he's going to take a look around and be like, ooh, what's good? He sees Keldor and goes, you! Raises his little staff out of the water and fires 2 magic missiles at you. Dealing, so that's 2d4 plus 2, so that's 7 damage to Keldor. Keldor, it's your move.
Angus, get your butt up here. And then I'm going to right here, like dancing along the edge of the rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to have fun with an ability I've not used yet. That is not what it's called, but whatever.
Okay, so explain how this works. Explain what you're doing with this.
So as I move the glaive, the edge of the blade and the blue ribbon starts to glow. Nice bright. Smack him in the face.
He
Takes that much damage. An additional 5 force damage on top of it.
you're hitting this sea cat, I'm
Yep.
guessing. Yeah. Okay, so 20.
34 damage.
Shite. So minus 34. The sea cat is still alive. However, simply because you dealt that much damage in a single go, I'm going to make a save for it to decide if the sea cat goes, I don't want to fight you anymore. Which, with a 4 on the dice, it most definitely has saved. You have essentially demoralized this sea cat. It's going to try and leave combat if it can.
And then I'm gonna get Oonts to try and get up the wall.
Yeah,
He'll probably
climb
succeed. He's
check.
got a decent climb.
Skills. Climb. Climb you back.
Oh yeah, easy. Un's just sticks his greatsword in and pulls himself up with it. Obviously, you can still move, or you can.
Speed should be 40 because fast move.
He is wearing hide armor.
Oh, okay. I see. Never mind then. That's 10, so he can move 20 more feet. And yeah, let's just have him double. Okay.
Yeah.
He's still on the wall, though.
Yeah, I can see his. That's fine. Okay. Satan fish time. What are you gonna do, Mr. Satan Fish? Because things don't seem to be going your way too much, do they? Do 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 do. Okay. What the Satan Fish does is they start to separate away from one another. It has to move around the thing. And they just start slowly. It's not entering the entangled area, but it starts slowly moving its way forward. And that's all it's doing for now. Catfishes, like I stated, this one's going to try and run away because it's scared, so it's just going to move there.
Aboleth kills as it walks by.
Yes. That's pretty much what happens. As it starts swimming by, the aboleth turns its attention to it, looks at it, and whacks out one of its tentacles.
Hey.
I love the sound effect that just came from that.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's not even trying to hit it. It just kind of just. You see this tentacle briefly flick up out the water and stab into the sea cat, and damage on that is maximum. So, God. So that's the sea cat does appear to still be alive. However, yikes. If anybody would like to make a spot check to see if they notice what is happening to the sea cat.
Well, I'm right next to
Sugar
it, and
will.
I watched it.
The kid already knows what's going to happen to it.
Okay, Zindrix, you see it. Valka, you're miles away. You're still, so you're not so much. Keldor, you were right next to it, so you do see what happens. From where the aboleth whipped at this sea cat with one of its tentacles, there appears to be a globule of slime that has surrounded the point of impact that seems to have slowly started spreading over the sea cat. So that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The remaining sea cats... this one's screwed. It can fight Unst, or it can go for Keldor. Yeah, it's going to move and try and get to Keldor, but it is going to take an attack of opportunity from Unst in doing that.
And an attack of opportunity from me.
Yup. So it kind of just shifts over. Like I guess it wouldn't have noticed Oons running along the wall. So make the 2 attacks opportunity. Yep, that hits. That also hits. Does it still count that you moved 10 feet in your last turn? I don't know.
I don't believe so. But it's only
No.
an extra game.
Yeah, thankfully it's not a huge amount, so that is 25. 5. Yep, it's still alive, barely, from the double teaming. And it tries to swipe at Keldor. 20 to hit.
Does not.
Nope. Never mind then. The other one, it's going to try. Well, it's being grappled by Duratara, so it has one option: oppose the grapple. Okay, that's a 2 on the die. No, Duratara wins. The Duratara just keeps this sea cat grappled and out of the way. And the other one, yeah, it's going to attack one of the porpoises.
AC's 15.
Hmm?
AC's 15.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide who does he not like more. Twiddle
or Heinrich?
Yeah. Well, I suppose Heinrich hit, so it's going to go for Heinrich. So Claw 1 is 25 to hit. Claw 2, Nat 1 misses, and therefore he cannot continue his attack. So, lucky for Heinrich.
Who has 11 hit points?
Might still die.
He might live. I just need to double check what their damage is, because my memory is just failing me. I think it's D6 plus 4. Yes. 6 damage for Heinrich.
Okay.
Okay, big fishies. There's one here who has no idea where he got hit from Bardic. So he's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's gonna roll a d6, see who he hits. 4. Fuck. I feel so bad. He keeps getting punched. Yeah, that's a hit. And that's an 8 with the strength, so that is that. And he goes, "Oh, really? There's like 9 of me. Why do you keep hitting the real one?" Big fishy's up here. Nope, you're still trapped. And the other one can waddle forward another 20 feet.
One thing is the entanglement is supposed to try and re-grab them on turn.
I have not been rolling for that. So you know what? I'll do that now. Reflex save of a nat 1.
Yeah, I forgot all about the entangle rules, so.
So, no, he don't do jack. Re-entangled.
He can try and break out, though, this turn.
Yeah, nat 1.
Very nice.
He
So
gets
he,
more entangled.
So he tries and, like, grabs one of the vines and tries to rip it out and punches himself in the face.
I just like the idea. He just he thinks it's one of those plants from the first Harry Potter movie where he goes, "If you stay perfectly still, nothing will go wrong."
Nice.
Varko.
I'm gonna try to shoot the same person that I shot last time, but I'm gonna go over and say, Notad, I doubt you could do this with wings. And then Vako just kind of like goes upside down, like his head is where his feet are, and his feet are up in the air more. And he shoots at the guy.
So you're just hanging out upside down, going poo.
Yeah,
So
I'm like,
basically,
yeah,
you're being.
can your wings do this?
Okay, another scorching ray.
Sure. Then this is the
Uh,
first ray.
Yep, 14 for 15 damage. Check.
Once you get Ray 2 and 3, holy heck the damn.
Boosh.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That big fish is down.
I kind of like give Notad a wink.
Notad kind of looks at you and nods and goes, "C'est bon, c'est bon." And he's going to do stuff next turn. Kid, you have Angus right there in front of you with no weapon. Keldor did shout at Angus though, so Angus kind of turns his head. He has turned his head. Like, it doesn't matter that he can't see you. Like, he doesn't need to worry about taking his eye off you. He can't fucking see you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing?
Okay. So Kid is going to say, we aren't going to let you get that hammer back. That's what he says. And then, and this is one of his prepared spells, not one of his tongue spells. He's going to cast Power Word Fatigue.
Okay, so,
If he has
Okay.
less, yeah.
so for
All the durations are right
4
here.
rounds, he is fatigued. Remind me exactly what fatigue does in this edition, because I'm so bad at remembering what the status effects do.
If I remember correctly, he takes a -2 to all attack rolls. And it's also only 1 step away from exhaustion. Hold on a second.
Okay, so let me just mark him
normally
as
put it in
fatigued
the
for
thing.
4
Let me do that.
rounds.
Yep, -2 penalty. Cannot run or charge to strength and dexterity, which lowers his armor class even more.
Okay, so -2 to strength and dex. Good, good, good. I will mark those in.
And if they do anything that would cause fatigue, they become exhausted.
-2. -2. There we go. There's that. So yes, Angus kind of slumps down and goes. "Ugh." He just looks a bit withered and tired. This is actually a pretty effective, like, non-lethal way of dealing with it. I'm impressed. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the next round. I think now would be a perfect time to go and take a quick break.
Break.
So, Archer, if you would like
The
to...
climactic conclusion of this fight.
Yeah, I think we can finish this. So, Archer, if you want to take us to the break before we come back and finish off this. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Before we jump right back on in, a little bit of stuff for the channel. If you are very much enjoying the stuff that you are watching right here on the channel, did you know you can donate? You can throw bits out, and you can affect things that are occurring in game. For 500 bits, you can create small changes, so things like a natural 20 for D&D, or extra edge, or whatever it is in Shadowrun. I'm not super. You can affect small changes. You can do small things. For 1,000 bits, you can do large changes. So recovering spell slots or instant short rest, whatever the DM allows and is okay with. Obviously, I'm very malleable. I'm happy to mix things up if people want that. If not, we can discuss. Throw things in chat. I'm looking at it right now, so I can respond and say, "That's cool. Yeah, you've paid 1,000 bits. Yes, a dragon appears." These are options if you think that would be interesting. So if you have the funds to do so, please consider donating. And that's everything, really. Obviously, all the other Welcome to Party things, you find them on Twitter, at Welcome Party RPG, on YouTube, Welcome to Party, here on Twitch, Welcome Party RPG, and Discord, down below. Go join it. It's a cool group of people doing cool stuff. Okay, so jumping right back in, Flick. Well, Flick can move still. Flick can fly. So what Flick is going to do? Flick is going to fly over to be within throwing range. And since this thing is entangled, it is denied its dex bonus, so Flick can make a sneaky throw. And I think he's just going to use a normal dagger. I think he's going to save his magic wands for now.
For the big thing.
Yeah. So, sneaky throw. That, no flanking, no power attack. It's still getting +2 from body. Courage. There we go. Done.
Oh wow. Holy.
19 damage. Jesus Christ, Flick. So, yeah, Varka, you obviously did a little flip in the air and shot a scorching ray. I mean, can you do that? And no time was like, and Flick goes, "Oh, that's really cool, guys, but watch." And just jabs a dagger right into this fishman's throat.
I was
Wow.
like, dude, perfect for with daggers.
And Primrose.
Counter song! Do it!
That will be a counter song.
Okay.
I believe that is. I don't have a macro made up for it, but I believe it's a perform check.
Yes, it is.
And it allows them
Alright.
to use that DC to as the
That's the new
Yes.
thing. All right, Masterwork Shakuhachi.
Come on.
It is a Masterwork instrument. Let's do this shit.
That beat the DC.
18.
Yes, it does. By 1.
Good enough.
There you go, Primrose. By 1 is your thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Primrose pulls out the word I can't say. Like I can't get my mouth around it. Like I just can't.
Shakuhachi.
That one. And you see Angus kind of go, "Ah! Oh." He can't see any of you still, and he kind of goes like, "I really hope none of you are hurt. Also, is there any chance someone can make it so I can see again?"
Not today, friend, I say, slapping him on the ass as I jump into the water. Well, I'm going to be, but yeah.
Yeah.
Also, for not killing you, you owe me something. I'll take the name of your firstborn child. Thanks.
Wait, what?
He's saying he gets to name the firstborn child.
Yeah, I know. It's just Angus be like, the fuck? Zindrix.
Big boy over here needs to make a fortitude save, DC 18 this time.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 17 on the die, so plus 7, 24.
Pretty sure that negates. 99% sure.
Fortitude negates.
Yep.
Yeah. What were you trying to do? You trying to dehydrate?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame. Is Sif doing anything? I mean, obviously there's just that one big fish down there still.
Yeah, he'll take an attack at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obviously
Sif.
this big fish is flanked to high hell.
Yeah, I forgot to put the flank on this, so it's a +2 on the to hit.
There we go. Sif hit something. -7.
Almost crit.
Yeah. Is Sif trying to make trip attack or?
Sure.
So that's just opposed strength checks, isn't it? Basically, but obviously you get +4 for improved trip.
So we'll go for it.
Unfortunately, no. It got a 17 on the die.
It's
That's a shame.
Pretty strong fish.
Because I'm fairly certain if it had have been tripped, wouldn't Meat Sprinkles and Bardic got an attack of opportunity for it falling over?
I think if it tried to get back up, not if it just falls.
Okay, yeah. I know it's one way and not the other, so that would make sense. Okay. NPCs. Well, speaking of Bardic and Meat Sprinkles, let's have them hit
Stabby!
stuff. So, Bardic. Stabbing. Still stabbing with his thing. With the flank. No power attack. Still +2. No power attack. Still +2. Submit! Yeah, Bardic hits. -6. And Meat Sprinkles gonna try and sneak attack this big boy. Because big boy don't look so good.
Sneaky stab.
No, just was someone else rolling it?
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, everybody can use it.
There we go.
Good Lord,
23,
Meat Sprinkles.
5, plus another 5, so that's -10 damage. Big dude falls. So that's that taken care of. Alrighty, yeah, you guys have pretty much wiped out all of your fishy problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Other NPCs.
Duratera's still got her grapple.
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh yeah, no Tad. No Tad has some.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide what Duratara should do with this grapple. Like, if she should try and, like... I mean, there's not really... Although, actually...
You do deal damage when you grapple.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking... What's the movement speed of the porpoise?
80.
80. Nice. Okay, so, what I'm going to have Duratara do is, if she can win this grapple check, she's then going to make a ride check, to try and guide the porpoise over to the wall, dragging the sea cat, and then she's going to try and throw the sea cat over the wall.
Please, dice.
So-
do this.
Grapple. That's that for Duratara, and less for the sea cat. So far, so good. And Duratara's ride check is 14 on the dice, which is good enough. Let me just check what... Because she doesn't have any ranks in ride, but she's fairly dexterous. Yep, so that takes her up to a 17. That is certainly good enough.
And then
So-
the half speed since they're dragging some.
Which
we
would
could
get
go-
40 foot. Yep, easily. So then next turn, Duratara can try and throw the sea cat over the wall. The sea cat is going to take grapple damage as well, though. It's still being grappled, which is d6 plus 1, so it takes another 5 damage. 6 damage, because I forgot to plus 1.
Yeah.
Although I've... Yeah, that's right. So minus 5. No, 6.
Go, Duratara.
That one. Duratara's been a fucking badass.
Which you
Okay.
always know she.
Notad. You were showing off with your
Upside down.
dexterous stuff, weren't you? With your, oh hey look, I can shoot upside down. So let me just check something for Mr. Notad. Yeah. Okay. So, Notad looks at you doing that and goes, see, you might as a little more freedom without the wings. You have perfect maneuverability. What you are lacking is this, my young friend.
I watch intently.
What he does is he flaps his wings once, and then with that single propulsion, he throws himself forward in a charge. That's dragging way too much.
Dive attack.
He charges straight towards the one remaining big fish, and then as he gets closer, he pulls himself up and kind of does a twist into the air, spreading his wings out and slapping this big fish with both his wings. Yup. That plus. Hang on, I just need to check something. What's your melee damage? Okay, so it's 12, 20, okay. Minus. And with that, the fish is essentially ripped into 3 pieces as the wings slice through this fish as Notad spins around. Blood splatters everywhere in a big, beautiful spiral as Notad then extends his wings out, flicks the blood off, and then looks back at Yuvako and does a little finger gun. He goes,
Vako's just clapping.
And you didn't like this guy.
I still don't.
Well, can't stop him from being cool, though.
I feel bad, but TJ's not here for this nonsense.
Brett's right in
Like-
front of him.
Just because Flick has had all these, like, why should we trust this guy? He's a liar. And he's just growing these giant fuck off wings, and TJ's not here to go, I knew it! Okay, other NPCs. Bardic did his move. So that's Gen 3. and Angus left, pretty much, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Eliza. So, Genfrey is going to continue his invisible walk over. He's going to try and climb up onto the wall. Yeah, he makes it.
Okay. As Zindrix and Primrose are both invisible now.
Yeah. I can't help but drag these extra things along. So as Genfrey climbs up, both Primrose and Zindrix just disappear as they are pulled into his invisibility sphere. What are we thinking Eliza is thinking about doing?
Well, she'd probably want to get up all Primrose. Very least.
Yeah, that sounds fair to me. So Eliza can just keep moving forward. Yep. 30 feet to get there. And then make a climb check. I think I put her stuff on here. Fairly certain I did. Skills. Oh dear. She's just as bad at climbing as Primrose with a -3. But a 10. That's all she needs. As she climbs up and is right there behind Kid. That then just leaves Angus. I'm trying to debate if Angus would try and jump into the water to get the hammer back.
Does he have any other weapon?
No.
He'd get there.
He's got a shield.
He'd try and get there. Let's be honest.
He's wearing armor though, so would he be able to swim?
He can swim, he'd just not be very good at it.
Wait, whose idea was to throw the hammer in the water?
Everybody looks at Kid.
Oh, way to go.
Who is also
I think-
muted.
Yeah, you're muted, by the way.
It was the best idea at the time.
It's like
Okay,
you're
so
doing this grand speech of defense for yourself, and then you're muted the entire time.
So Angus is going to dive down and try and grab the hammer. So, Angus, you have
Oh
to
my
try and
God.
swim 15 feet, which
He might just want to let his armor carry him down.
he rolled a 1.
Nicely
Yeah.
done.
He sank.
Belly flop.
Yeah, he kind of adjusts himself forward and just
Somehow he threw himself straight down and missed.
so yes, he is slowly sinking. I will mark how deep he has sank.
Oh yeah, he's also.
Yeah,
Well,
so he will have sank 10 feet so far. So, no, not that one. That one. So, he's not too far away from his hammer, but someone should probably help him, otherwise he's going to start drowning. Okay. Fishies. There are 2 fishies still entangled. They are still both entangled. But then there's one little fishy who
You also can't see any of these, so.
yeah. So that little fishy is gonna swim over here. See a drowning Angus and go, yeah, that's my target. and then is going to descend 10 feet into the water because it still has 10 feet of movement speed left. So there, and once under, you can see even above the water 2 bolts of force fly out and slam into Angus. So there we go. Keldor.
Alrighty. Is this big fishy still under the water?
Which one? Sorry.
This one down here.
Oh, you mean Satan fish? No, these things have been at the water's surface this entire time, watching everything.
Alright. Okay. I think the best idea in this case is Unst! Stab this fishy with your javelin that you have, or here, because he has
Does he have a
one.
javelin?
He has a harpoon.
Oh, the harpoon. Okay.
You mean the catfish, or
Nope.
hurl it at big fish?
Hurl it at catfish. I'm gonna have Unst hurl his at the catfish.
Okay. Did I put a thrown harpoon in his inventory? Yes. So yeah, just do that. Uh,
13.
that is enough to kill this sea cat.
Alrighty, that is perfect for me. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to run to this wall and hop back up, unless I fail miserably. I doubt, but it's possible. Nope.
No, you are fine.
Okay, and then I'm gonna turn around and throw a war dart. The AC does go down because it's a little bit. It is 1 out of my range.
So
-2. 15.
So 15. Ooh. You are 1 off.
Oh well.
That's infuriating. As you hurl this war dart, it goes, it flies, and it just scrapes the tip of one of the aboleth's fins. As it, all 3 of its eyes then just snap and focus on you, Keldor.
Good. And I tell Unst, run. And I point the opposite direction, and I'm gonna have Unst move his full movement speed this way. So down to here. And I've moved my full movement. So.
Yeah. Alrighty. Sea sunfish. Satanfish moves itself here. It realizes it can't really fit through these 2 buildings, but that's fine. It doesn't need to. It locks eyes onto you, Keldor. Make a will save. Keldor.
Yep.
You hear inside your mind, obey.
Question.
Yes.
Does the bardic inspiration help with this?
Bardic inspiration wore off a little bit ago, friend.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, but the thing with the... Oh my god, there was something that was cast earlier that would help. What was it?
Counter song.
No, that wasn't it. I think Eliza cast something. Hold on. Was it just for her, or was it for anybody else? Let me look and see. I don't know how long it lasts. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Is it
If
gone
it
or is
does,
it just for her?
it is just for her.
Okay.
So, Keldor, your will has been surpassed. You are now dominated. Which means you must obey the Avaleth's telepathic commands until freed by a remove curse. And you may attempt a new will save every 24 hours. And
that sucks.
But we planned for this.
I mean, I know it doesn't super matter, but also the projected image moves down closer. Okay, catfishes. The one gets to try and keep breaking its grapple with Duratara. This sea cat cannot beat her, like, even a little bit.
She's got it by the scruff.
Oh yeah, she's got this. She's like, y'all's been a bad kitty. Y'all is gonna go outside till you learn your lesson. The other sea cat, it didn't do so good hitting Heinrich, so it's gonna try and attack the other one, Twiddle. Okay, that's a 14 for its first claw. A 14 for its second claw.
Will not hit.
And a 20 for its bite, which I think does hit.
That will hit, yeah.
I just need to double check that. I'm fairly certain it's a 20, but I also have been wrong before. So, you're not a sludge, you're not a skeleton. There, sea cat. Bite, plus 4, oh no, 18, but still hits, right? So, d8 plus 2, 10 damage on Twiddle. Okay, there are no more big fishes, are they? They're all dead.
Nope.
So, can remove them. So then we go to Varco.
Let's see. Well, it looks like Notad and Flick are gonna kill everybody over there.
Yeah, there's 2 entangled fish, and that's it.
I'm gonna fly south. Let's see, flight speed of 60, so double move will be 120.
Yeah, you can pretty much move wherever you want to, really.
I think I'm just gonna fly over here where everyone else is at and see what's going on, because I'm kind of been up here for a while.
Yeah, just you've been up there, you've been chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
Yeah, I fly over here and I'm like, so what's going on? What's everyone doing? Oh, can we see that big thing right there?
Which big thing? Yes, you
The
can.
illusory one? The one that's an illusion? The one that we all know is an illusion because we've seen it?
Huh.
Not real.
What's Barty
No,
doing?
you're on its side right now. You're going to be the one saying it's real. It's real. Don't trust it. It's real. There's been 2 of them the whole time. Just one of them is slightly less touchable.
He's not as
Ah. And then this one over here, right? Okay. Oons looks alright. Keldor looks alright.
You might want to take a closer look at Keldor.
Oh, well, how does Keldor look?
Keldor's
Dominated.
staring at you guys with red eyes.
I kind of wave at Keldor.
Keldor, you get a telepathic message. Kill them.
Cat.
Why does Keldor look like he wants to eat you guys?
Because he does! He's always wanted to. Don't kill
You
him, though. We
right
can
to not
train him
trust
better.
him.
Let's see. I think next turn I'm gonna have to end up doing it, but that is all for my turn this round.
Okay. Kid.
That's interesting. That's very
Okay.
interesting.
All right. First order of business. Kid's gonna look and see the same thing go on them, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Mateus! Looking at Keldor so that he can worry about that next turn. Kid, for his part. Hold on. Angus just hit the top of the water, right?
He then sank 10 feet.
Okay, then I can't do what I
But
want.
he is, like, he's flailing. He's not swimming.
Okay. I wanted to see if I could use him as a stepping stone, but I guess that's not going to work. Okay. I think I can get enough on the thing to go and execute a dive. So I'm going to run a little bit, and I'm going to get into the water.
Okay.
Since I am the best underwater fighter out of all of us. And because I have the Ring of Water breathing on, so I can cast spells there, too.
Pew,
So
pew,
here comes
pew.
that swim check. Oh, no, I have no pew 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 spells.
No, I was going like cuckoo choo. You can do the spells.
Okay, I think I can get the dive in there with no problem.
Yeah, swim of 11. This water is perfectly calm. It's probably slightly red from all the dead fish in it and and whatnot, but it's calm. Nothing's making it go like
Okay.
difficult.
So I'm going to run here. I'm going to... Let me see how far I can jump with that real fast. Hold on. Figure out where I end up. Let me see. Here comes the jump check, which is something kids are usually pretty decent at.
19.
Okay.
So a vertical jump, 19. That's
Well, he's going for a horizontal jump.
okay.
So that'll put him about right here as he gets into the water. It's a little off center. It's all right. And Kid, as he sinks underneath the water, how much lower is this fish than him?
The fish is 10 feet down.
10 feet down. I can hit him. So let's go ahead and go for that strike.
Obviously, all your mirror images come with you, don't they?
Yes, there are now currently a whole bunch of children in the water.
So there's a school of kids.
Mm-hmm. And every single one of them has a stinger. Here, they basically can move anywhere within 5 feet, so I'll just go ahead and put them like that.
Yeah. Okay, 24, 7 damage. That is the right guy. Yeah. -7. Yeah, you hit him. It's a good solid hit. Magic Fish Boy is still alive.
Okay.
And is that everything?
That's everything I plan to do.
Okay. Then we go to Flick. Which of these looks killable? They're both still on full health. Okay. What Flick is going to do? He's going to look around and shout out as loud as he can. So, nobody's like still in this green stuff, right? Pointing at the entangling vines, assuming that nobody's in there. He can't see where Angus flailed down to. He goes, "Good. Hey, Spudnik." And he's then going to reach in, get a vial of oil, pop the cork, essentially throw the oil in front of him, and have Spudnik let out a little fire blast to ignite the oil in midair to cause a spread fire effect over the entangle spell, essentially setting all of the vines on fire.
You wanted
So,
fire?
yeah, he's annoyed, and he's going to go, "So, you guys ruined my fire plan, so I'm going to do another one."
Backup
Suck it.
plan. Kids has to run to the water. Is the
So, everything which is currently in the area of these vines, which unfortunately does include Angus.
But he's underwater.
Oil burns on water.
On top of water, not
On
underwater.
top of water.
Okay, I've never gone and swam under a burning oil thing. Like, would it still be hot?
Not very hot,
Not enough
really.
immediately.
No, okay, so Angus is fine then. So it's just
Until he realizes he tries to come back up and doesn't realize there's flames there.
Yeah.
But
Okay. So
we'll cross that bridge when it bursts into flames.
When he
Okay.
bursts. Okay.
Yeah, these fishies, they just took a good chunk of damage, and they're just flailing around in this because they can't move. And unfortunately, this does mean that in a few turns, all the vines will be burnt up.
But they're
So
not doing much right now anyway. So
No. Oh wow. Yeah. In one round, all of these vines will be burnt up and gone. But
Okay.
it looks like those fish didn't take too well to it. So just no, not that one. So instead of being a nice, happy green, it's red and on fire now. So yeah, Primrose, who is currently invisible and
Yep.
didn't consent to this. Just someone walked near and they turned invisible.
they can still see each other. Anyone within the sphere can see each other.
Yeah. So Primrose can just see like 6 Gen 3s and Zindrix. Like,
Just pop up.
Oh, this is gonna be rough. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, just enough. Oh God, yes. Okay. Okay. So Primrose, taking a step forward and hoping it's not a real Gen 3, does so, and using the one thing that will stop Keldor from being able to respond.
Wait, what's the range on her counter song?
Oh, that's not what we're doing.
Okay.
That's not what we're doing. Primrose is going to use the one thing that no hyena can resist.
oh no.
Hideous laughter.
Okay, so Keldor, make
wait.
a will save.
Yeah. Alrighty.
As this invisible, like you can't see
Of
them,
course.
but
Oh
you
shit, the
just
one
hear-
time you succeeded.
you just hear Primrose go, "Hey, Keldor!"
Ruh-roh!
I don't know what joke they would have come up with, but Keldor just hears his voice and goes, "Meh."
God, I was hoping that would work. Oh well. Well, that's Primrose.
You could have
Zindra.
maintained the counter song, by the way.
The counter song does not need to be maintained when it succeeded on one person.
Yes, but if you keep it up, anyone who enters the aura gets dispelled as well.
That's not Primrose's aura. I don't think it's only 30 feet anyway, so
Yeah, I'm just saying if she
Wouldn't
had
have worked.
maintained. But, whatever.
that's all right. That's what we have Mateus for.
Yeah, he can move 60 feet and still cast. So
Well, Zindrix, you're up.
Yeah, we're putting an entangle down right there.
Actually,
Oh.
good move.
where are you throwing this down?
Right here, right on the edge of the wall.
Cast in it.
Get
Uh,
all of
Lateral
us.
damage. We'll deal with it.
You still have your spell token over there, don't you?
Yeah, I can move it over there. You'll just have to make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah. You can just
Up atop
do that.
40.
Yeah, that's easy. So
And it's a reflex save.
Yep, 16. Huh,
Sorry.
that's tough.
okay, so reflex for the Sea Cat, Unst, Duratara,
Blubberman.
Blubberman, and Satanfish. Okay, so I think Duratara and Unst both have got their things on here, so that makes it easier. So Duratara should be great at reflexes. And then Unst, relatively good at reflexes. No, really he's not.
Still makes it.
I think he's here though.
Oh, nice. So then the Sea Cat, which I think is really bad at them. Like, off the top of my head, I think they're pretty appalling. Swoop. Sea Cat reflex. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter because the Sea Cat is still grappled, so it makes its Oh no, it's grappled. It automatically doesn't get a reflex save, does it?
Yep.
Nope.
So ignore that.
Durtara wouldn't get one either if the grapple's maintained both of them.
Ah, crap. Okay, so Duratara is there as well. Dang it. It's fine. Duratara's just
Actually,
little bit.
this is very, very because it makes it so Keldor will attack her.
And the Aboleth rolled a 4. The Aboleth is stuck. So that's that. And with that, it's the NPCs. Okay. Bardic. Him and his merry crew of hymns are going to rush over. You know what? They'll try and make their reflex save to not get caught in the entanglement.
I don't think he has to be that close.
I think he needs to be within 30 feet, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's... Yeah, he could get one step away and he'd be fine. He doesn't need it. He's fine.
And he looks up at Keldor. He points at Keldor on the top of the wall, and he just shouts, "Don't do it, Keldor! Just don't! It's bad!
Perform check.
Think of your friend!"
Puts in that musical tone at the very last moment.
Holy
Fucking boot it!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Keldor. With that nat 20,
I'm fine.
ooh, yeah, you shake off this dominate that has been going over you. You just shake it off like it's no big thing. You are, however, still surrounded by a bunch of entangling vines.
Not caught in them. I am surrounded.
No, you aren't caught in any, so that's one thing.
Okay.
What other NPCs still have?
Eliza.
Yeah, I think Eliza, Notad, and Gen 3 still have stuff to do, right?
Yep. Eliza's going to take a step forward.
Mm-hmm.
And Primrose, you reach and feel her hand touch your back. As Eliza activates her protection domain granted power.
Alrighty.
You get a resistance bonus of 5 on your next saving throw.
Nice.
Heinrich and Twiddle. Heinrich will continue assaulting the Sea Cat. Twiddle will swim away. And using echolocation, since it doesn't have to be able to open its eyes, will be able to detect the real kid. Goes forward to Kid. And attempt to scoop him up in like a riding motion.
Mm-hmm.
Kid will grab on. And Twiddle will take Kid down to here because that is well within the movement. Unfortunately, the motion will take Real Kid completely out of range of his doubles.
When the,
So all of
can
them
they
will
only
wink out of
move
existence.
along at his speed?
Yes, but they must be able to do it on their own.
Yeah.
This in the case would be him moving outside of that range.
So, as you move away, all of your mirror kids just kind of look and they all kind of like shrug, like, the hell, man? As one by one they pop away.
No.
And the last one kind of looks and goes, again?
The last one like tries to keep up for a little bit, and then just like sits there and glares at you as he.
Okay. Heinrich actually rolled a nat 20 on his slam attack. So that's 4d4. So 2, 6, 8, 12 damage to the sea cat. Pretty good. What Notad is going to do is Notad's just going to fly on over, wings and all. Okay, no, these drawn things just aren't working anymore. Notad's flying with big wings. He kind of looks up. What's the range between these two? Ah, that's plenty. Notad flies up a good, like, 30 feet. Takes a deep breath, like, breathes out. Puts his hands in front of him. And kind of looks like he's wafting them around, you know, as if doing some kind of magic spell. Mutters a few quiet words to himself. Takes in a deep breath. Then unleashes a rather large, terrifying roar as out of his mouth this massive cone of cold just erupts. Like, when I say massive, let me just check the actual size on this. It's not there, it's listed. Yeah, this 50-foot cone just bursts out, and so, you know, it basically extinguishes the fire which was caused. There's still some fire in the outer areas, but this entire 50-foot area around Notad is extinguished. The two fish that are still in there are just obliterated. And, you know, we got frozen fish sticks. And that's Notad just kind of looks up and feels very smug to himself and goes, "See, Vaco, I saw that you did one of these earlier. Mine is better. He's bigger."
I kind of look at him and I'm like, it is bigger. It is bigger.
That is what she said. It really is.
Woo! Go, Master!
Kid shouts underwater. And just look over your shoulder where you swam away and just see this eruption of ice fly into it. Gen 3.
Kill the fish, please, Gen 3.
Oh yeah, Gen 3 has had enough of this fish. Okay. Yeah. Screw it. I know it's technically not how the game works, but you know what?
Yeah, well, he's Gen 3.
Yeah. Gen 3 snaps his fingers and dismisses the invisibility sphere. And he kind of looks at everything that's going on. And, you know, he doesn't like it. It's scary and not nice. And he sees this one fish underwater, and he kind of goes, "Now look here. I can't do nothing to most of yous, but you're hurting my friends. So," and he holds his hand out, and he focuses on it, and it begins to crackle electricity. And he just forces his hand into the water, just allowing him to throw that shocking grasp the 10 feet it needs to go, through the water, straight into the one fish.
Are Kuotoas immune to electricity?
No.
Thank God.
So, I'm going to make that a ranged touch attack. That hits. Gen 3's spell level is that, so that deals quite a lot. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. I need one more. There we go. So, Gen 3 deals 1, 2, 4, 8. 14, 17 damage to this fish, dropping it to -12. So it's arguably quite a small electric jolt. It feels like, oh yeah, that'd hurt if you grabbed someone with it. Genfrey forces his hand into the water, and it looks like it shouldn't normally do this. It's having to be extended out through DM bullshit. As it zips through the water, hits this fish, and the fish just fucking explodes. And Genfrey pulls his hand out, blows it like he's blowing the smoke off of a firearm. He goes, "Take that, you bitch."
This one I couldn't see because there was a building in my way.
So Gen 3 is no longer invisible, so I will remove his aura.
Other NPCs?
The remaining NPCs, well, unfortunately, Duratara got entangled, so she's got to try and get out. That most certainly is a high enough escape artist to just whoop, break out of the entangles. And I think what she'll do is she will make... Oh, that's a 4-round action, isn't it? Break out.
Yeah.
However...
We gotta go because we're past time.
Oh, we are.
We can go quick.
I totally zoned on time. What I was going to say is Blubberman made it safe. So couldn't Blubberman, like under the entangles, just swim out with
Yes.
Duratara still on? So yeah, can do that. I'll just
Fishies are off the list.
yeah, because there's no more fishies.
None of the other NPCs can do anything meaningful this turn.
No, because that's all of them doing stuff really. And they all did stuff.
Keldor's up.
Angus needs to try and stop.
Oh,
Nat 20 on a swim check
Hella.
for Angus, so he can go down,
and he did it.
grab his hammer, and Unst, I don't know. Although Unst moves with Keldor. I was just gonna say, since we have gone over time, which I had totally missed, by the way, because I was really into what was going on.
We can go fast. We have a grand total of 5 people left to go.
Yep, we can do it.
Yeah, we can finish this round quickly.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Keldor,
So,
you feel a lot better.
and I've been debating about this, but I have a subscriber.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along here and jump at him using a leap attack First off, I need to get a jump check. And
Hella!
Wow. Wow. We should end on that note.
and,
about to.
and this is an auto crit.
Yeah, so go for it.
So I need
Damn, not bad.
I need to roll damage again. So I get roll 1d6, 1d10, and then I get to roll 2d6 because my glaive is activated. So,
Yeah.
oops, what
Here
the
it
heck just
comes.
happened? That was weird. So, 3d6 plus 10, 1 plus 1d plus an additional 12 damage. So 26, 38 damage.
Yikes. The Aboleth does not look happy. Like, at all. It looks pretty damaged and beaten up.
Unst, get in here! Unst is going to also join in.
And you already rolled his jump for 18 to make it onto here.
Mhm. Strike with the greatsword.
Holy sh...
That'll work.
And that's a 2 additional damage because I forgot to add his, oh wait, no, Bardic Inspiration's gone. So yeah, 21 damage.
Yep, it's gone.
Okay. So, Unst leaps over, brandishing his greatsword, and he stabs the Aboleth in its central eye. And the Aboleth starts to writhe around, and it looks for a moment as if this creature is about to be defeated. It looks like it's about to fall. Then, as it's writhing around, it grabs Unst with a tentacle. So its damage for the tentacle is... Yeah, it's not loads. 10 damage to Unst for that.
Okay.
And it's gonna hurl Unst. So I'm gonna make a strength check for it to see how far I can throw Unst. So there's that with its plus to strength, which is 26, 8. So that's a 19 on its strength check. So I'm going to say it can throw Unst 19 feet just for ease. So it's going to throw Unst across the water's edge towards the wall. What it is then going to do?
Doesn't Unst need to roll a fortitude save now?
Yes, Unst does need to roll a fortitude save.
Thank God he's raging.
Unst still hasn't raged yet.
He's had the rage stat for a little bit, so I think he's raging.
No, that's potions.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Whew, thank you, Unst.
Okay. I just need to very, very, very quickly look up a spell. I knew I should have had all of these still open. Okay. So, casting defensively, the Aboleth, a twisting pattern of subtle shifting colors weaves through the air in a 10-foot radius of the Aboleth, affecting how many is it? Oh dear. So 8 plus its caster level, which is, I think it's caster level 7. Oh no, its caster level is 16. Okay, so 8 plus 16, 24. So 24 hit dice worth of things are going to become fascinated. Or
That's
hypnotized,
10 feet of it.
basically. So,
Thank God.
yeah, that's you. You're the only thing within 10 feet. Will save, please.
I should have done Knight's Challenge. I'm an idiot. Oh well.
Ah, well. Oh, Keldor!
Yeah, Keldor, you basically stop in your tracks. You cease to move. You stop going, and it's like, ooh, as the Aboleth plunges into the depths and essentially runs away. Okay. I'm gonna try and do this stuff as fast as I can. Catfish
Heinrich
from
is dead. I'll go ahead and let Heinrich die, if that will speed it up for that fish.
Yeah, Heinrich is dead. Catfish still entangled. That's that. Varko, it's just you and Kid to go because we've gone over, and that's naughty others.
Yep.
I see. I'm just gonna go ahead and just delay my action for next turn.
Yeah, that's great. And Kid, what's your plan?
You said that the Aboleth was not looking good for a little bit, or did he suddenly get a second win?
The Aboleth still does not look so good.
Okay. Kid is underwater, so he can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just outside the range. He's going to look at this thing as dead as he possibly can. And he's going to say, get devoured, you son of a bitch. And his tongue ring is going to glow. Power word pain.
Okay, so 5 points of damage.
And he will sheep 1d6 for however many rounds he qualifies for.
Okay.
10 at the most.
Okay, so I rolled a 2 on that. So.
Well, five at the first round, but for the next round.
Oh,
That's
okay,
already
yeah.
in the macro.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed it. Okay, so yes, he takes the 5 points of damage, and the Aboleth turns. Like, it tries its best to turn and look at you, but it's like it's still alive. It's still holding on, only just. But it looks very close to being done. And with that, that is where we will have to end. I'm really sorry that we went on, because I know there's another group of people just waiting to jump on after us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've still got 20 minutes, so they shouldn't hate us too much. So, with that, we thank you everybody for showing up. We hope you enjoyed it. You should find stuff that Welcome to the Party does. Find them on Twitter at Welcome Party RPG, on YouTube at Welcome to the Party, and here on Twitch at Welcome Party RPG. There is also a Discord down below. Go check it out. If you like me, you can find my Twitter at the Bardic Knock, Twitch, twitch.tv/Bardic Knock. I have just started a retrospective of the Final Fantasy series, and that's every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, where I play Final Fantasy for a few hours. If you don't watch it on Twitch, they get uploaded to my YouTube channel as well, so check that out. I also have a Patreon for money reasons, and that's all of me. Archer has his DeviantArt channel, which is great. He also has his own Twitch channel. What days do you stream, Archer?
Currently, it's been a bit of a toss-up because I just had a schedule shift because I have changed jobs. I'll be figuring that out in the next couple.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely fine. So, but you have it. So you know,
I
go
will
find
be
it, follow it. You'll
playing-
get informed when it goes live.
I'll be playing the Hollow Knight to start with, and we'll go from there.
Nice. Yep. And then the other thing is the artist who drew the artwork of Kid. That is Thomas-Safe Zone on Tumblr. Go check it out.
Currently
Very
working on a really cool party drawing for a group that I currently run. So we'll probably see that in the next probably couple of weeks. He's pretty fast with how he goes.
Oh, nice one. Okay, and with that, is it on the front? I think it's on the forefront. Let's go raid them.
Right.
I mean, Welcome to the Party is going to be right back, providing there's no technical difficulties. With
Technical
the main
difficulties.
group. So, raid. Red spell. No. On. Oh, I hate typing on this thing. Oh, thank God I remembered it. On the 4th. So we're going to go raid them. But we'll be back next week, and we will murder Satan fish. So until then, everybody, stay safe and happy adventuring.
See you.